Billionaires, tourists, and high rollers, this place was built on a foundation of crime. Deals made in the dark, and fortunes won and lost, not just at the tables, but in backroom meetings where life and death were decided. And at the heart of it all, the mob. But how did Las Vegas go from a city ruled by gangsters to the corporate empire it is today? In 1966, a new player entered the scene. Not a gangster, not a hitman, but a billionaire recluse named Howard Hughes. Unlike the mobsters before him, Hughes didn't need backroom deals. He had something more powerful: money. So much money. Hughes started buying up hotels and casinos, one after another, injecting legitimacy into a city that had never known it. And for the first time, the mob felt something they weren't used to: pressure. By the 1980s, law enforcement was closing in. The feds cracked down on the skimming operations. Mob bosses were indicted, and one by one, the old guard fell. Some fled, some went to prison, and some, like Tony the Ant Spilotro, met violent ends. The Chicago outfit's last attempt to hold on to Vegas came through Donald the Wizard of Odds Angelini. Unlike Spilotro, Angelini was careful. No headlines, no bloodshed. But it was too late. The corporations had arrived, and the mob's reign was ending. When the Bellagio opened its doors in 1998, it wasn't just another casino, it was a monument to the new Las Vegas. But the mob wasn't done yet. In the late 90s, whispers spread that old-school gangsters were making a comeback, not with brass knuckles and body bags, but with slick lawyers and shadowy investors. The target? The Bellagio, a crown jewel of the Strip, flooded with high-roller cash. The FBI started watching as they suspected a possible mix of fraud, skimming, and offshore laundering. Was the mob back in control? Not quite. The feds weren't letting history repeat itself. By the 2000s, Vegas had changed for good. The mafia's grip had slipped, replaced by mega corporations and Wall Street money. But if you think the mob is completely out of the game, you might be betting on the wrong odds.